This is Paul. Yes, I just wanted to explain something. Let's say that over the last, 6, 7 years, right? Because when I was on Guam, yeah, Heidi had abducted my sons, and I had to go through two evaluations. One was a drug and alcohol evaluation, yes, and the other was it was a kind of a mental evaluation about exactly what the experience was and why it was that I was in diversion. Yes. Well, what happened was I was sitting in the office where I was going to have the drug and alcohol evaluation, and I just sat there and watched the plasma screen. And the person that was going to evaluate me, she wanted me to just sit there and watch TV, so I did, and it was kind of one of these scary shows. Yes. But I noticed somebody had put a lot of purple in the television about 7, 8 years ago, Harpo Studios. Choo. Now, at that time, we were going to go the way of the synagogue of Satan, where you were going to evil everybody. Yes. And there was a big question when I got to my grandmother's house on January 7th of 2012, because my Aunt Lori had picked me up at SeaTac. Yes. And she called my uncle and she said, "Target acquired." And I thought, well, that's a fucking weird thing to say. Why do you mean I'm the target? Target of what? Ooch! Well, I got to my grandmother's house and it was kind of nice. I was wanting to get over here to see my sons, and you'd issued a protection order where I wasn't a resident. I wasn't a resident of Washington State. I was not given any notice or opportunity, and for some stupid fucking reason, you thought that you could issue court orders where I had to motion the court. Well, I'm sitting there on the love seat watching television at that time, and there were a few channels where there was a lot of purple in the coloring. Pow! Seemed like somebody thought we were going the way. Oh, which way are we going? Now, that was 7, 8 years ago, and I noticed that hell, things were kind of weird then. And getting here, I thought, well, we really shouldn't be trying to evil the population. We shouldn't do that. Should you really be trying to affect the spirituality of American citizens? Pooch. Now, I stayed at my grandmother's in that 2012. It was actually a snowstorm. Yes, it was. The power went out in the Puget Sound area. Pooch! And the power went out on her house, and she stayed in bed, and I went and got her something to eat and took care of her. Excuse me. And then eventually my uncle kicked me out of there, didn't you, Uncle Wayne? Pow! Left me with 15 fucking dollars because you're such a fucking dick. And complained the whole time that I owed him money. Did you get paid for kidnapping my sons, Uncle Wayne? Ouch. Maybe you could call Wayne Condit and find out how much did he get for all the shells, and did you have to fuck through some superstars that all had beautiful wives? Seemed that my uncle was fucking one half of Hollywood, my mother was fucking the other half, and then there were numerous other relatives that had to fuck their way in right now.